Hey, what's up? I'm Michael. If you're watching this on YouTube later, last week I did not get to do a stream because I have a wrist problem, and it's almost like a carpal tunnel or something, and it was acting up on Wednesday, and I was really busy the other days. And when I went to do a stream later to make up for it, if you've been watching the news, you'll know that North Carolina had a lot of rain last week, and my roof in the other room collapsed on my head. I was walking through it. It just had to pick that time to do it, and just whap right on the head. And I was actually holding a bucket in my hand. I was going to set it in the floor because I seen it was leaking, and it popped right on top of my head and then fell right into the bucket. So I had to work with that and get that cleaned up before I could do anything. So finally here I am, and today I am going to be doing Charlie Brown. I might do some others in a little bit, but for right now I'm just planning to do Charlie Brown. I have had a request to do Lucy as well, and I would like to do Linus and Pigpen and the piano guy as well, and Peppermint Patty. But for now I'm just going to work on Charlie Brown, and I think that what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to take some references I'm looking at, and I'm going to make my own image of him up. But I've got to rearrange my paper right quick. I can't stand being off center. It's an OCD of mine. You probably couldn't even see it on the camera there, but the way that it was setting to me, now on the camera it does look off center now, but on my table it's right. So let me see if I can adjust this a little bit. Maybe there we go, that works. Okay, alright, I do have a new backing, and I'm going to be using this to my advantage, I think. Let me get a ruler. So I'm going to be using this to my advantage to help me measure out where I want him to be and all. And he might be a little bit bigger than my normal characters and stuff. So first things first. Let's see. I am using a new type of paper. This is actual marker paper. It says it's guaranteed not to bleed through. Who knows if that's true or not, but I'm going to mark my center, and I'm going to mark about right there on either side of it. I don't want to go out of these lines here, really. Okay, so I can't tell with this thing. So the center is actually about right here. Alright, so right here then, and right here. Alright. I always like to mark my areas before I do anything. And I'm going to go on and mark all of this stuff out before I do any of my actual recording on my big camera. Okay, so if that's it, if that's right there, I want to say that's going to be my top and my bottom. And let's just see if you can, if it's in view. Alright, that's up there a little bit. That's down there, so I can move that down. Let's see. Oops. And now it doesn't want to go back. There we go. That'll work. Okay. So I have some borders now. I love that self-centering ruler, the zero centering ruler. Alright. I'm going to throw on some music for myself. Okay, I think I'm good to go. I'm going to do him in a pose I've never seen him in before, and hopefully it will work out for me. So here we go. Alright, let's see here. Alright, his head is about I'm going to say he's actually 2 1/3 heads tall. So let's go on, and I'm just going to start right about here. Okay. All right. All right, I'm going to do it about right there. So okay, he has little ears on either side. Up here he has this weird hair thing. It's kind of hard to figure out how it's going to go, but it looks like it looks like that. He has simply 2 lines. He has 2 dots for eyeballs, and his nose starts up here. But what I'm going to do is a little bit different. I'm going to make his nose more like this because he's looking straight ahead. And okay, I'm going to make him with a really big smile. And that's his head. Now his body, he's got a little old neck. Actually, it goes out the other way. I can't wait to actually finish him because I have some Halloween art I have to do, and I'm going to make some of my bookmarks with those, or with that. Actually, let me announce that I am live. If I can figure out how to work Twitter on my darn phone, I never can get this to work. Okay, now live. Now live. Twitch. .tv. Okay, let's see if that works. As technically advanced as I have always been, phones and Androids just confuse the hell out of me sometimes. It worked. Let me do the same thing over here right quick. Let's see if it put that I went live. Come on. Alright. All I have to do is edit my privacy. There we go. Alright, sorry about that. Okay, let's get back to it. Alright, so his head sort of right about here. It's going to attach to his neck. Alright. And then he has... I'm going to make him my own character, so I'm going to change things up just slightly. Alright. And then this is going to come out like so. And it doesn't really cut all the way in. It looks like it just sort of gets around there like so. Alright. What I'm going to have him doing is sort of holding his arms out like he wants a hug. So first things first is I need to sketch out a body shape. Looks like his body is about the same width as his head. So what I'm going to do is put his little bottom here. and he's just got a little bitty black skirt looking pair of shorts. I guess that's the bottom of a shirt actually, instead of being pants. I don't know, I'm going to say they're shorts, who knows. So I'm going to go on, and I'm going to say this is definitely my line. So I have to do his feet first. And his feet, let's see here. I need to come back in and cut this down a little bit. So far, I'm actually really liking this paper. It erases fairly easy. Okay. So like I said, I'm going to do his feet first, and I'm just going to put his little shoes down here and swoop these around a little bit. Alrighty. I'm just going to give him some figure 8 shoestrings, and actually I'm going to bring this one back up here. Like that, so it looks a little bit different. And then I'm just going to have just a little line coming out to be the other part of the shoestring. So I need to fix this one too then. I'm jamming now. Alright, and then he's got little bitty socks in his shoes. I don't like the way his feet look like that at all, but that's how he's drawn and everything. Okay, so I'm actually going to make his feet look more, or make his socks look a little bit better, I hope. And then he just has some his legs here. Okay, let me go on and start with the Alright. Now I'll be going back over this with the with my pens, so That don't look right at all there. I don't want that to be so straight looking, so alright. I'm going to try a technique that I found for drawing hands. I really need to work on my hand drawing. I can draw anything I want to, but hands are always hard for me, and it don't make any sense. I'm trying to remember how it was. There's a triangle here in which the thumb pops off of, and then there's a sort of a area like so, and let's just I don't like that, not at all. Okay, what I'm going to do, because this is the way his hands are usually drawn, I'm just going to do it like that. I am going to pull that back a little bit. Alright. Thought I heard something. Alright, so I'm just going to pull out with the fingers here. Alright, I'll fix that when I go back over it with my ink. So, let's see here. I think that my pencil work is about done. Alright, I will have to have that in a minute, so, oops. Alright, I've got to get my pens out, and I have actually went through and reorganized all of my stuff. So by the way, if you're wondering what I use Zig Millennium pens, which are made by Kuretake or Kuretake. I think it's Kuretake is what it's called. But I use these, and I use some Microns or Pigma pens. The Microns are the fine liners, whereas I have a brush pen, and then I have a set of the graphic pens as well. I'm actually going to try using some of those for this, because I've never used those. I've had them for a while. Alright. Let's go ahead and I think I'm going to start off with let's go with the 03. Now, his head is not perfectly round, so I am going to freehand this part. The top of his head is not as round as the bottom of his head. Right. But for the bottom, I do want it to be right the same way I done it, so let's grab this and put that down. Okay. Now I'm going to change his smile a little bit, I think. I think what I'm going to do is actually make it more no, I don't like that either. I'm actually shocked at how thin the 03 is, because I seem to remember it being bigger. So I think what I'm going to do is have it on this same line that I had it on, but I'm just going to have it come up a little bit more. Not come up further, but like that. Okay. And I'll go through and do all of that with a different size pen. I want to get all of this done with this pen though. The hardest part about doing videos is keeping your paper in one place. If I wasn't doing a video, I'd have my paper here and here and here and here and here. It is really hard to draw properly if you are just have your paper in one spot, unless you're at an easel, and then you sort of do it like this, and it's a lot easier. Alright, I'm going to give him a little bit of a line here to show his wrist. Okay, that works. So what I'm going to do actually is give him some shorts on his legs here, because like I said, I want to make this my own. I don't want it to be perfectly anybody else's version, so I'm just going to give him a little bit of shorts down here on his legs. Okay. I'm still having problems with my wrist, actually. If I can't turn the paper, I'll turn myself to a different angle. Alright. I believe here I can go on and and I want to see how this is looking on the back of it. Okay. All right. I want his hair piece here thing, whatever it is, to look a little bit thicker and not just be one solid squiggly or one little line. I want it to have that extra depth to it. Alright, I am going to come back in and just do that for him. Alright, let's try another pen now. Alright, I'm going to try the number 3 Pigma Graphic pen. Actually, first I'm going to erase. Let's see, where did I start? I'll come back up there and do the rest of his head in a minute. This paper actually does erase pretty smoothly. It erases a lot better than the book that I used to do my cartooning videos in. I'm going to change that one to a graphite only book actually, and I'm going to go back to doing fan art in it as well, but just like I said, graphite. And the ones that I have in there already, that like my cartooning ones, I'm going to probably redraw them, maybe trace them out of it, and then color them with markers at some point. Alright, I hope this has had time to dry. Alright. And if you're wondering why I'm drawing Charlie Brown, it's because it's Halloween season, and Charlie Brown is my favorite Halloween show. I'd rather watch The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, than any other Halloween show there is. So, all right, let's go for this other stuff here. I've got darn cables all over down here for some reason. I don't know how I got them over here, but they were all wrapped around my feet. Alright. I have never used these pens. I'm going to take the top off. For me, if I have the cap on, it makes me want to change and only draw or use the pen one way in one orientation. So I like to take the cap off. I don't know, it's something about the weight of it or something. Okay. I don't know if I like these or not. Not so much. I think it's just because it's a chisel tip that I'm not used to. I'm definitely going to have to get used to using these. I can't even get up to the lines that I want to. Alright. Instead of messing with it too much, I'm going to go on and throw that back in there. I'll find an application for it, but I'm going to pull out my trusty old Faber-Castell brush pen. One of these days, I'm going to buy a whole set of the liners and stuff from Faber-Castell as well. And one of these days, I'm going to buy myself a Pentel pocket brush as well. They actually sell those at my local Michael's store now. It's funny, when I say local, I mean an hour or 45 minutes to an hour away usually. I actually do kind of like the way that it's a different ink look to it in the different areas there. That's more of the way that he's drawn in some of the cartoons that I've seen, and some of the what are they, the comic strips. Right, so on this edge, I'm just going to give him a little shadow over here. I guess I'm going to do that for his whole shirt, actually. I think that's going to look better that way. Alright. I'm going to leave his arms without it though. Okay, let's go back with that number 3 again and put it in down here. Oops, I might want to move that one. I'm actually getting the hang of this one a little bit. You sort of have to angle it just a little bit. Let's see if I can do it this way. I just want it to have a different look in this area here just a little bit. And I'll just give it a little squiggly here and there like that. Alright, let's finish it up with this. Alright, almost, there we go. Okay, I don't know what I want his pants to look like, but I am going to outline his shorts with the thicker line as well. And then I'm going to go back and just do the rest of it normal. See, I think I'm going to leave all of the ink the way it is now, though. Alright. Time to choose some markers. Let's see. Now his shirt is not exactly fully yellow. It's not exactly fully orange. It's more of a golden brown. So I'm going to see about what colors I might need. Let's see how that done. Well, it says it won't bleed through, but it bled through. Of course, I'm pretty heavy-handed with my markers, so I'm going to put that up there just in case. Alright. I need a brown. Let's try tan. That'll work for what I want. Let's see it. What in the hell is that? Whew! Something on my damn marker. Scared the hell out of me. I wasn't expecting there to be a bug on my marker. Alright. There's your laugh for today. Get to see me jump. Alright, that'll work for my dark for that. Okay. This is golden brown 5. Let's see how it looks. That's actually, that'll be a good darker color for it, I think. The problem with this set of markers is that one color to the next really don't even look the same. See, that's golden brown 8, and that's like a greenish brown, where that one is more of a tan. I don't really want to use either one of those. But golden brown 10 is straight up a brown. And I don't want it to be orange. Let's try this. Alright, so which one did I... Okay. What I'm going to do is... I'm going to use those two, I guess. Now I need a skin tone. I can't remember what I used for skin tone on my go-to piece. That looks fine. Flesh 3. Actually, I think I used a pink color before. No. I think I used one of the pinkish colors, PP1 or 2. That's way too pink for his skin tone. Nope, don't want that one either. I guess I am going to use those two flesh tones I have there. Let's try... Oops. I have to get this one working before it'll do any good for me. It honestly looks like it has no color to it. Alright, let's try one other thing. The bad thing is you have to let them dry, and I don't feel like sitting here letting them dry the whole time. Did I? Okay, I used that. Well, let's try one other thing. That might be a little bit too dark. Picking your marker colors is always a pain. Let's go down with this, and then come back with this. That's what we'll do right there. Alright. So I'm going to have to put my shadows down first, actually. Okay, let's do... Let's do his shoes. All right. I'm trying to figure out where I want the shadows to be. I think I'm going to have the white coming in from this side, so wow. That's funny. Marker paper that says bleed proof and it bleeds through bad. That's very disappointing. Oh well, at least I got to try it. I'm going to actually buy some of the, I think it's either the Copic or it's Ben Fang or something. I haven't seen those Ben Fang anywhere else besides those marker books in a long time. Okay. Whew. My wrist is really hurting. That gives it almost a suede look to his shoe. Trying not to get my head into the shot. It's kind of hard sometimes. All right. Either his socks are very stinking or he has a custom pair of socks. I've never seen anybody with orange or yellow socks anywhere before, though. Hey there. It's going pretty good. How are you doing? I think I am going to go on and do his shorts the same color. I must say I am very disappointed in this paper. I thought it would be better than this. I like it for drawing though, so that's something I'll keep on doing. But I think I definitely have to go get me a actual pad of the slicker marker paper or something. Actually, I done Snoopy last 2 weeks ago. I don't have him with me right now, but I've already done him. I'm thinking I'm going to do Lucy next. Let's see here. Hello, how are you? I think this should work. If I can spell. I don't know what my command is to do it now. If you go to my DeviantArt, I have the Snoopy on there. I can't see if I spelled that right or not. Thank you for the follow. But yeah, Snoopy is on there. Let's see here. Okay, I need to do something really quick. I didn't anticipate. Okay. Okay, and I'm going to just sort of give him a general shape shadow, I guess. what are your favorite Peanuts characters? Oh yeah, I love Woodstock too. I done him as part of that Snoopy one. Let me see if I can find that. It's not in there. Oh, it might be in here. If I can grab this thing out of here without it dumping everything else, I'll be good. Is that it? Yeah, there we go. That's my Snoopy that I done. I like to put my own twist on characters, so I always stick my tongue out, and I had to put Snoopy sticking his tongue out. But I think that I am going to be doing Lucy, Pigpen, Peppermint Patty, and I can't remember the other one's name. The guy that plays the piano. I'm going to try to do something with them as well at some point. I might do one big piece containing all of them, so... Pretty soon here I'm going to be starting to use color pencils. I'm testing them out now. Haven't ever been that big of a fan of them, but I have been getting into them a lot here lately, and I'm probably going to be doing a lot of new stuff with them. Well, this isn't bleeding through as much as I thought it would, actually. Where I use that one marker, or that pen, it's pulling some of the black up into it. It's kind of cool looking, actually. What is your favorite Charlie Brown show? I've always liked the Halloween one and the Christmas one, I guess it is. I don't care much for the one from, which one is it? The Thanksgiving one. I haven't ever really cared for it. Yeah, I don't know that you can post a link on here because of Nightbot. If it won't let you, just send me a message though, and that'll be fine. I didn't put the right command in earlier. That's what was wrong. You can send it to any of the stuff here. You can find my stuff down below the video as well, below the stream. Alright, yeah, just send it to me as a message. I actually really like how this is pulling the black in with it. It gives it a better look. Okay. I guess all I have left is skin tones now. I'm going to have to do these in sections, I think. Oh yeah, that worked. And the reason I had to set that up to where it wouldn't allow links was that it had I had somebody come into my chat and started just spamming all kind of crazy stuff, so Let's see here. Okay. I'll check it out as soon as I can get to it. I'm trying to blend out the shadows by going over them with the lighter color first. I don't have a another color I really like for the skin tone, and I have to use a gray to help get that, so that's why I'm doing those areas first. See if I can't speed this up with the other end right quick. At least cover most of it. Then I'll go back in and blend it. Alright, when that dries down, it should dry a little bit lighter, and it should look fine. Then I'll go back in with my other stuff and finish it up. Let's see here. All right. Okay. I think that I'm going to try to get right in here with it. You can see it fine over the black, but the yellow, it's hard to see it over. Alright, I think that works for that one. Okay. I'm trying to see if it's actually showing up on the camera right. By the way, thank you very much for sticking around and chatting with me. I really enjoy that. Alright, cool, thanks. I somehow missed the very top of his head, it looks like. I think I'm going to leave it like that, actually. This darn cap on this thing does not want to come off for some reason. See here. All right, I think I am getting there. Let's see here. I always have a problem figuring out where I want to sign it. I think what I'm going to do on this one is just sign it down here on the bottom. Alright, I'm happy with him. See if I can smooth this out a little bit. I had something to use and I don't see it anymore. My blending stump, but I don't see the one I was using. Alright. I think that I am done with him. I'm planning to do another stream sometime this week. And then I will be doing, I do them every Wednesday. I didn't last week because I was having some problems with my wrist. And then with all of that rain that we were having, I had some house problems I had to deal with. But I usually stream at least once on Wednesday. And I will, to make up for last week, I'm definitely going to be doing another one this week, though. I think that it'll be tomorrow. I'm not sure, though. But this will be going up on my YouTube, so if you want to rewatch it or anything, then you can jump over there and do so. And I'll have a time-lapse version of this up sometime, probably Friday, actually. I've just got to do the work on it to edit it up and all. But I'll try to be back tomorrow, probably in the morning around 8 to 10 sometime. But that's it for now. Thank you for stopping in and chatting with me, and I'll see you later.